Hey everyone, good evening. Yep, very late evening. How you guys doing today? And welcome to episode 41. Oh, this is gonna be quick. I believe it's a short one. Today I learned something. Actually learned in the past and realized it that a lot of times all this the experience that we get when we are creating a product, we are doing the planning about the product, and after the product was created, maybe it's weeks, maybe months, or maybe years, and then we plan on the marketing plans and strategies and all to want to launch it for the next 1-2 months, and we all looked at predict, or we assume that it's going to be good or it's not going to be good. And how is it? Because all is prediction, all is just assumptions, right? So about this topic, the time, assumptions, and the market, as I shared about and talked about before in the past of the topics about this, I think not so much on time. Well, on today meeting, and there's a meeting, and it relates to all this that what I experienced before in the past for so many years. There's a product that I'm meeting with a client, and there's a product that I'm gonna roll out in property for in the next 2 months, and so there's a back and forth brainstorming and arguments and debating about the sales strategy, on how to put on the offer, how to put on which one to sell first. And basically throughout the years, I think you guys as well as experience it, talking about real estate, I mean development. Like there's a block of condos the apartments that you're gonna sell, and how you're gonna sell it. That's the sales strategy, the pricing, and the offer, the package, and the market as well, right? So talking about time, whether the timing is good, as we know, during the meeting, the conversation and the debate and all that, whatever we plan is making assumption of the market. We don't know it until, I mean, we can have all the experiences that we have and throw in all the ideas that we have done in the past, and some people might not agree. This is what I've done in the past. This is what I've whatever, or another guy. This is what I've done in the past. This is what I experienced. What is right? What is wrong? What's the pros and the cons and all? I believe everyone faced that when talking to the corporate people or your bosses on how the strategy is and everything. We are all making predictions, assumptions that what the product will be to the market. That's why the research is not research on other competition is usually what everyone does. Whether they sell okay or whether they don't sell it well, then we know that the market is as such. Is that the data to support that decision, whether the market is good or not? Or have we done enough research or market intel with the prospects, with the customers, what they really want? Because we don't know yet until we launch a product and how is the acceptance level or the market reacts, right? So time is also crucial. Everyone knows that time in property, like in the middle of the year, usually 70%, 60% of the time in the middle is where property sells best, or any product, I don't know. So timing is so crucial and important. Like right now, there's a lot of uncertainty. One can say yes, based on experience, it's like that. But right now, what's happening is not based on our experience. It never happened before. Like before the pandemic, the market is not that great, right? And after the pandemic, and right now during it, the the most dangerous part is already waving out, or is it? So we have lockdowns and everything, and then right now we have what do you call the conditioning of the pandemic, CMCO, and then right now the recovery stage. But how is the market right now? So during the meeting, there's this debating, right? Or we thought that based on our experience that this timing this would work, the market would accept. But is this the, and some people would say this is the new norm, right? You don't go back to the previous experience that you, because this is the new norm, that you have to do new things, think out of the box. But think out of the box is still no data. We don't know the behavior. Well, the stock market can react a little bit, but it's based on that to determine on real estate market. Is that it? What do you think? Right? Does that make sense? Whether the buying behavior, is it changed? We don't know. Whatever things that we just predict, and we just make assumption that the market will act as such until we launched it, until we push the product out, and how the market acceptance would be. So that's why the research, or really listening what the market, your niche market, not the product, your niche market, how they react, how they accept, or still keep thinking. Please let me know if you guys have any idea. Right now, this is the behavior definitely changed. People will go online and all. Well, that helps in planning the marketing activities, right? Planning on marketing activities, maybe you switch everything previously from offline right now to online. That makes sense. You got wider reach probably, and like distribution of flyers. Does that really work? Then talking about we have, yeah, a friend did talk about, yeah, we go back to basic distribution flyer, but does that work? Because it I say because it works for the older generation target market, the age group. Does that really work, or waste of money, or you just take that money and target it on social media? They use social media too, right? So all this assumption is made, and most importantly, I believe we have experienced it before, even me myself. If the product you are planning with the entire company or your team and everything, and the offer that you created and everything with the management, all these things, it's good that we seem good, right? Maybe they have different personal agenda, or I don't, you want to achieve certain amount of profit, or, and then that's different. Let's say a product that created, that the offer created, it seems very attractive to you. You would buy. Okay, you would buy it. We all have this moment when we create a product, when we have planning with different departments, we come up with a fantastic product. We know that it will awesome, that you will buy it. And even I work with people, work with tycoons and all this, that the product they create, that how to put it in words, like if the thing that you create that you will buy, every other people you know that would buy, you know that this is the acceptance level in the market, right? We know that. But come down to the time. That's why the one of the keyword, time now. Whether is it acceptable after this pandemic time, people are conserving cash, or are they spending right now, or in the course of the next 2-3 months, all this norm will switch again, and then will the market react to whatever you gotta offer? That's a really big questions. So the conclusion of this, we don't know it. It happens it happens in course of so many years. We saw there are recessions, but there are none like this. What is happening? Economic crisis. Yes, we know that it's coming or something like that. But this one affect more with the health crisis, right? It affects more than how the market is right now, whether really people are conserving cash or spending because everything is cheaper, is down. Right now, those who have money that really buys, all these are assumptions and predictions, whether it's true until we roll it out and test it out in the market and see how the market responds. Does that make sense? If to me, it was like if you're talking about low hanging fruit, low ticket product, maybe you can test it out like that, and then it doesn't work, and you come back and you tweak it, you change it, and roll it out again. Then it makes sense. But if it's a high ticket product like real estate, a few 100,000, and it might go to 1 million. Whether does it make sense? So what I learned today is we don't know it. If you have a product during this time, how the market respond, how the market reacts, we don't know until we roll it out, we test it out. That's why pre-marketing is crucial. Test it out how the market responds, whether it is, then you come back and you maybe tweak something a little bit. The product might not for real estate because there's a very long process. If you change some of the things, you change the size, the rooms, that's not possible. Maybe you tweak the offer, you tweak your pricing, some of these things that you still can to cater for the market, right? I believe whatever talks, we made assumption that it's the best case. But along the way, if the organization or your individual or your team, they're able to adapt and change according to the market, I believe that's gonna be a really, really great product if we can. So this is what I'm sharing today. If you guys have some insights, please let me know as well. And so I'm working on it based on experience, but everything is based on experience. If you have an experience exactly right now, and what's the reaction of the market, please let me know. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you and appreciate that you guys are supporting me and listening to me all this talking. So I'm William Chen here, signing off, and see you guys tomorrow.